This story is about a teen named Leo, who loses his parents in a plane crash in the middle of the Arctic. And his dad's will his brother Hollis and himself were given their dad's half-brother Crane, who lives in a penthouse, in the rundown section of New York City. His warehouse has very valuable goods that might be stolen. When Leo went into his new room he found a box on his bed. Inside of the box was a letter from his dad explaining everything about his power and other important things. When he got to school his best friend Trevor and the other kids started to say sorry about his parents. He told his friend about his power and showed him an example of his power on a girl's backpack. When he came home he found a blue disc in the bottom of the box. He then went to a video store and played the blue disc. On the blue disc was a human crying sound. The sound was almost calling for help. When Leo came back to the penthouse he found a crate. In the crate was a helmet that was dolphin-shaped. When he touched it the same sound came out. He then went to his dad's friend's sound store. His name is Jeremy. Jeremy said that he had a crate of animal sounds. Leo then found out that the sound was from a bottlenose dolphin. Jeremy said that the sounds was from Dr. J. He said he had a reserve close to the Florida coast. He then took Crane's jet and a helmet, and then went to the island. He then went to the main hub, and asked the doctor about the dolphin helmet. He said that it was a Russian military project to make dolphin suicide bombers, that would crash into ships and subs. They that journeyed to the island and found the descents of the dolphins. There was dolphin bones with the helmets all over. When they came back from the island his uncle Crane was there. He said that Leo took an artifact from him, and his brother was there too. Crane said that he was not able to do anything for over 2 months, and that he broke his trust. What did you do when you had to leave your home? When I had to leave my house I thought amazed, that my parents had only died 2 weeks prior. I wanted to avoid that moment of going away forever. I was planning to run. No one would take me away from my home and what I know. I was trying to stall to get as much time as possible in my home. The limo driver that came to pick us up slammed on the door 5 loud times and boomed, "Let's hit the road." I said that my brother was still sleeping, and I was thinking about that it was unfair for them to take us away from our house and never to see it again. How did you feel rich in your new life? Wow, yes, I did. Who wouldn't? The first taste of richness was when I got into the limo that drove me away from my old home. The other reasons why I feel it rich was because I took a helicopter to school. It was awesome experience. I almost vomited. The other 2 expiries I had was in a private jet and in a penthouse. In the jet I was given a large section of foods from pancakes to burgers from cakes to pies. On the jet was TVs and gaming consoles. I played on them with my friend Trevor and my brother Hollis. In the penthouse was TVs that came from the floor and a ringtone that you can get anything with. What is it like to listen to an object's past? It is pretty cool. I would have never have dreamed of having this power. You can also get bad things in this power. You can touch an object that was in a plane crash, or with a war or thing like that. There are some perks like knowing someone's secrets and impressing girls. There is also a learning benefit, like if you touch like the helmet of a dolphin you can learn about thing that only a few people know about. Like that secret Russian program to turn dolphins into bombs. Do you like the new area that you lived in better? No, I do not like the new area because the air smelled like salami and seagulls. But it was our new home. The new neighborhood is the rundown part of the industrial area in Brooklyn. Most likely to hide my uncle's mass smuggling operation. My old neighborhood was so much better. I knew everyone there. I used to get pizza with my friend Trevor at the corner Luigi's Pizza. And I used to take the subway to school with my friend Trevor and my brother Hollis. What made you try to find the dolphin that was in need of help? What made me try to find the dolphin that was in need of help was my powers lead me to it, and I guess the part of me that was curious and the part of me that wanted to save the creature. that I had heard from when I touched that helmet. The other reason why I wanted to find the creature was because I wanted to get out of New York away from Crane and his strict rules about not exploring and by not going outside without one of his bodyguards. This book was a joy to read. The book in my option was a very slow book to read, but it did have some action. The book did have some cool stuff in it, and it had a good attention to detail. The cool stuff was all of the rich stuff like the penthouse and the limo and the jet. I liked the part where Leo took the helmet and went to the research lab. The part that I don't like were the slow parts in the book, like the part where they told me what was happening when he was sound bending. Overall, I would give this book a 8 out of 10 because of how it got you hooked at the start, and I would want Jake to read it because he wants to have that power.